And we're live. Perfect. Hello, everybody. We're here today. I'm here under We Play DK. I'm hosting this for him because he had to be at another stream. But we're here with ThatGuyT, me and Fenian, of whom I barely talk to, and I don't really have a grip on what he's going to do during this stream. We're going to talk with ThatGuyT. And there's another person who I have to bring in here as well. Now that I just realized it. Toss me that shit now. Literally, as soon as it went live, he sent me toss me that shit now with a smiley face. Oh, God. Scary fast. All right. We're bringing in Sith white male. So, yeah. By the way, under our boss's words, we have to avoid the stream becoming quote unquote too black under his words alone. So yeah.
Well, thankfully you have an extremely white Sith male over here.
Yeah,
so
there you go, man.
Yeah. I'm actually trans race, so sometimes I'm black, sometimes I'm white. It just depends kind of what we're
God.
doing.
Oh, is that how it works?
Yes, that's how it works now. Fluid, racial fluid.
Oh,
oh no! Don't give them ideas for Christ's sake.
Yeah. Dude, you know, like when you want to support, like when a team has two separate colors, like if it's like gold and blue or something, you paint half your face blue and half your face like gold or something. I feel like they're gonna just start doing that.
oh, stop.
They're gonna find a way to like just alter their melanin levels.
How much oppression point is that, being trans race?
Hell if I know. But,
yeah, I have to take the card.
all right, so today we're going to be talking about, of course, the hot subject of the recent presidential election, like we brought up in the last stream, with Uzalu, and we're going to be bringing up now the riots that are now happening, sweeping America. So yeah, T, have you actually seen this like at all on the streets, like in your area?
Not particularly, but then again, it's because it's been freaking freezing in my city. I haven't like been out in the city or anything where the protests would be happening past like 6. So I have no idea if people are out there protesting, freezing their asses off.
Fuck, yeah, that would be an awful idea.
Yeah.
Explains why most of the northern, that actually explains why most of the northern places are not really protesting that much.
Yeah,
it's more the southern states, like Dallas. I heard was having a lot of things.
Really?
California was the worst, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
okay. About that.
Cal exit.
Oh
yeah,
God!
Yeah. See, the worst thing about that is somehow they left. The Republicans would win every single election after that because that's like the biggest Democratic state.
Yeah,
so,
pretty much.
Yeah.
And now you hear that like 33% of California was voted for Trump. Just scares the hell out of me because that it just goes to show you like how fucking much people were fed up with Hillary at that point. That California votes Trump.
Guess who they're running for the Democratic establishment 2020, guys? It's looking like Tim Kaine's going to be running. So that's they have not learned their lesson.
God damn it. But now it's actually like with the riots though. Back to that, it's actually come up here. Like I know, like I'm in Canada. It is actually successfully come north.
Oh yeah.
How? It doesn't directly affect you. I have no idea why they're actually going to the point of rioting in the streets, and they're actually burning things. They're burning things in the streets, in here in Midtown Toronto, which is like ridiculous and like autistic, but God damn it.
Well, I saw a tweet about something like that, and it's basically said, well, this is what happened when you give everyone participation awards.
Yeah.
They can't accept losing.
Yeah, in a world where you give a trophy to everybody, you never learn how to lose. So,
Yeah.
but Tyler, did you? From most of your videos, you weren't really too leaning to any one side. So were you more focusing on staying the centrist, the neutral, or were you really pushing for Trump or Hillary for that matter?
Oh, yeah, that was directed at me.
Yeah.
Not particularly either one. Not, I wasn't necessarily trying to stay centrist either. I just really didn't give a shit. I mean, there's no good outcome to be found out of any of these elections. I mean, currently I'm still trying to navigate some path where there's a positive outcome, or at least some reasonable outcome of all of this, and there's still nothing. So, it was whatever to me at that point. I'm just making arguments about why they're both trash.
Yeah, fair enough.
I understand you're a libertarian, I think, anyway. So would you not have, I don't know, gone for Gary Johnson maybe, or?
I would have gone for Gary Johnson if he were a libertarian.
Yeah, I've heard people describe him as the
libertarian.
least libertarian. So
Yeah.
Well, mind you, everybody in this election has been super weird because we've had like the least Republican, the least like Democratic liberal, and the least like libertarian.
The thing I found funny though is that this was actually an election that a third party could have won if they actually had good candidates.
Yeah, like it was the perfect opportunity for them to actually get something done. I mean, I'm pretty sure if they had somebody, like they had, was it Johnson, this guy Austin Peterson, and John McAfee, the McAfee security developer, as the nominees, they would have McAfee on the ticket. They could have gotten about like 10%, I think.
Yeah, fair enough.
I heard Jill Stein offered Bernie Sanders the place to run as the Green Party, and he denied it. And if he had taken that, who knows, kind of what would happen then.
I'm sure he's calling her up later on, hey, so you still got a place for me there?
It was unfortunate to see Bernie sell out to the DNC.
Yeah, that was really heartbreaking. But oh well.
Well, he was so convinced that Hillary would win, though, right? So if he does that, then he's guaranteed a place. They probably had some sort of backdoors thing of hey, endorse us, and I can guarantee you a spot on the train here. But
yeah, I think if Hillary had picked Bernie as the vice president, or Bernie had been the candidate, I think the outcome might have been quite differently.
Yeah. I heard Kane had something like 40 people at one of his rallies.
Oh, it's probably his mom and just extended family.
I mean, Tim Kaine is just not a guy that you really want to spend time listening to.
Yeah, and that was proved in in every one of in his debate, especially. Oh God. Yeah, the fact that I was cheering for a crazy right wing was pretty hilarious.
Yeah, right wing Christian who believes in conversion therapy and
yeah.
Oh fuck!
The fact that I thought he was the better choice of the two scares me still.
Yeah. Well, he won. I mean, Pence won the debate at the moment, but afterwards, people were kind of saying, "Oh, Kane sort of won this because." Everything Pence had said was a lie, basically, when people were kind of looking into it. Is kind of the general feeling I got from a lot of people, anyway.
Oh, it's more on the fact of we need to find a reason that Kane won. Start fact checking him. Just fact check him on literally everything. He said it, and when it wasn't grammatically correct, should have been as or something. I saw something like that as well, where they grammar checked Donald Trump. From the third presidential debate.
Wow.
They had the live fact checking. They had a grammar check.
Jesus.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the grammar check thing would have been going off the walls too. I mean, how many times did he say bigly?
Yeah. A bigly is in fact not a word. It's just a big X through it.
It is now in memes.
Memes.
As the wall gets bigger, the word big more
every day.
frequently used.
You gotta carve in Bigley into the wall. It's my Bigley wall.
Fuck you, Bigley.
Oh my god.
But how do you feel about the just again on the wall? I guess talking about stuff like that. How do you feel on his policy? Because I know that there was a lot of talk on the flip flopping of his policies with removing of it from his website, things like that. A lot of like the ban the Muslims thing was gotten rid of.
Yeah, I think we're going to probably see a continuation of that too. I mean, just I think it was either today or probably I think it was today, where he actually went back on his promise to completely repeal Obamacare to now apparently revising it according to President Obama's recommendations. So I'm pretty sure we're going to see quite a bit of backtrack on a lot of things he's promised. I mean, the wall is. I'm pretty sure that's just going to be a meme for eternity.
That was a
metaphorical wall.
Point. That was such a central point of his entire election campaign, though. That was mentioned in almost every single rally. So that's where I sort of feel like he's going to do that, just essentially because of the fact that it was such a big part of his campaign.
Well, he could actually start building it. It doesn't say that he needs to finish it, though. So he just started and
just like a 1 foot high wall.
Yeah, one of my teachers said a wall wouldn't work, and everybody in my class was just thinking, "Have you ever heard of the Great Wall of China? Like, you fucking spot."
There's a reason why they had to tear down the Berlin Wall. It's because it at least had some a level of restriction in it. Not only that it was symbolic, but it did have some sort of restriction.
Yeah,
but not necessarily that we should make the Great Wall of America into the Berlin Wall, but
maybe we can put the Great Wall up just across Canada as well. Keep them ice people out.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I feel like we need to build it faster, just in case the liberals get the idea of, oh no, we need to leave now again.
You need
to our promise.
You need a really fast building there so Lena Dunham doesn't cross borders.
God.
Well,
I wish Lena Dunham had just left you guys. I would have taken the bullet for you guys.
Oh, typical Canadian altruism.
Yeah. Honestly, as long as you guys keep Lacey Green and Amy Schumer, I'm fine.
God.
But
Lacey Green.
What about the one that was really interesting was the Muslim one. What do you think about that one? The fact that there was the call for either the ban of all Muslims or the stopping of immigration from Muslim countries. What do you think about that? Do you think he's going to actually let go of that policy?
I don't think he'll let go of that one, but I mean, when you think about it, it's not really a policy that's all that relevant for America because we really don't have a very high influx of Muslim immigrants coming in.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll be something that Germany or something needs to consider. But I think that was mainly. I know he's going to definitely stop the proposals of bringing in Syrian refugees, bringing in 40,000 a year, something like that. That's done. But as far as a full-out ban on Muslims or ban on Muslim flights from Muslim countries, I don't think he'll go that far. I think he might do something along those lines. But mainly, as far as immigration or blocking any type of immigration, that would have to focus on the Mexican border, and most of those people come from Mexico and Latin America and things like that.
All right, and what of the relations with Mexico on that though? If he really did decide that and we're going to be tightening up, which I can almost guarantee you he is, because it was such a massive part of his entire campaign, the tightening up of immigration, especially on illegal immigration from the southern border. Do you think that that's going to be harming towards the relations with the Mexican. Was it prime minister or would it be?
I think it's the president. Yeah,
president. Do you think that there's going to be some hostility towards that? Do you think he's actually going to be this is still the same snarky like asshole that he was when he was talking about that he's not going to build the wall?
Interesting. I don't know. I know Trump's definitely going to dial back his rhetoric in regards to Mexico, as he did when he actually went down there. But I don't know if that would necessarily harm our relations. I mean, thing is, Mexico doesn't want Mexico doesn't want immigrants either. You know, they're not really concerned about people leaving Mexico to go to America. They're more concerned about people coming from, further southern countries to Mexico. So I don't think us preventing them from coming in would really matter. I think the main issue would be the like the funding aspect. Like I know that Mexico's not going to pay for the wall, but he's going to probably try to incentivize it by doing enacting harsh regulations against companies that have migrated to Mexico, and try and take that money back from their economy back to us to fund this wall. I think that's going to be somewhat harmful to relations with Mexico and America.
And like I guess when you were mentioning with the fact that Mexico is Mexico doesn't want the other people from farther below their Mexico. I guess in a sense they just build a wall around the entire thing, around all of Mexico. There you go.
Yeah, I mean Mexico's already building their own fence or wall, whatever. So
yeah, just build it a bit longer, man. Like we can have them pay for their half, and then we pay for our half. And then technically Mexico just paid for the wall. So, or have them pay for 51%.
Imagine he create like utopia. Could you imagine he just create a fucking utopia and everybody's like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, just create Trump.
Trumpopia.
Trumpopolis. Yeah. Just I can imagine if you've seen Zootopia, just the massive everybody's happy sort of thing that globalists are trying to push, but we're gonna have a perfect, wonderful, integrated society with flying cars, free college, free food, and no poverty. No one's gonna be unhappy, and Mexico is gonna pay for it.
Mexico's not allowed in this new world.
Yeah, they're strictly forbidden. We said everybody's included, but they're not everybody.
Yeah. Ban all Muslims as well, of course. Huge ban.
Yeah. What about the this is hilarious because as a Canadian, you see it at the forefront. The flip-flopping of the Canadian government. I guess we're gonna go with this to the south. Let's look at the north as well.
But when is the Canadian election, by the way?
Oh hell, I don't know.
Soon, I hope.
No, I don't think it's for a while now. I'll look it up, but yeah, what's your thoughts on our prime minister's reaction, in which he stated that we're going to be working our hardest to work with President Trump, and apparently they met or they talked already. And it happens on October the 19th. I don't know how. Yeah, I think it's gonna happen 2019.
Oh, that's too long.
Yeah, sorry, man. You got a lot more to go with Trudeau.
Yeah. So Bill C-16, am I right, guys? Yay.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, I actually don't know Bill C-16.
You don't? Oh, that's the one where
move close to your mic, dude.
Is that better?
Oh yeah, better, much better.
So,
oh no, never mind. Go ahead.
I don't think they want you to. The powers that be want you to say what.
Yeah, exactly. No, he must not know.
The UN is hacking us.
Yeah, so this is from the website. The enactment also amends criminal code to... the enactment amends the Canadian Human Rights Act to add gender identity and gender expression to the list of prohibited grounds of discrimination.
Yeah. This is a thing that happens in Canadian politics too. I'm pretty sure we already have our own version of it.
No, that's the Canadian law.
Oh, is it just Is it just for Canada? Oh boy.
You can keep it. You can keep it.
Yeah.
Again, another bullet I'll bite. But
you're gonna be overrun by Muslims. You'll be like, "Oh, I'll bite this bullet, guys." As
exactly.
Syrian refugee.
As long as we send them to like Churchill or something, which is like a really cool place in Canada. There's polar bears up there and stuff like that too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't checked Sweden though, but I'm fairly sure we have a similar law here since we are in the forefront of all stupidity.
Swedistan,
how's that time?
Yeah.
Swedistan.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what have you two with the relations of Canada, especially with the fact that now our prime minister is flip-flop from we're never gonna work with Donald Trump to we're gonna work our hardest to get along with Donald Trump.
I haven't seen a lot of news from Trudeau. I'm sure he's been making statements, but I just haven't been keeping up with it. So I'm not sure. I don't know what their relations would possibly look like. I do know that there's rumor of Kevin O'Leary running for Prime Minister of Canada.
Oh my God!
In 2019.
Let's do it. Everybody, just sneak in with me. We're gonna go and fill out some ballots, and we're gonna get Kevin O'Leary, the what was his name, Mr. Wonderful, Wonderful himself, in office. We're gonna have two billionaires in office. Okay, this is gonna be great.
It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be wonderful.
It's gonna be bigly.
That would be crazy. We get Kevin O'Leary in power in Canada, get Trump reelected in America, and then get another billionaire in Mexico, like El Chapo or something.
Some drug lord.
Yeah, to put El Chapo in, and then we'll be set. The West will be complete.
Oh my God, the West will.
Well, not Europe though.
There we go. I'm finally back. So moving on from there. Other things to do with the election. I'm just trying to rack my brain for this. You guys got anything else you want to bring up about the election? Meme worthy, I guess.
The salt.
Yeah, I mean,
the screaming and crying.
Yeah, just Lacey Green. We're under textbook fascism. No, you're not. Stop it. You're embarrassing yourself.
We need to move forward and work together. We're under fascism.
I mean, Lacey Green, Anita Sarkeesian, Jacqueline Glenn, they've all just gone off the deep end. They're like fucking insane.
And Riley too.
And what's her name? I'm fucking better than you. Anna Kasparian. Yeah, her.
Yeah.
She.
Oh yeah, I saw Sargon's video on that. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah, I like his new avatar thing.
Oh yeah, the Pepe. It's pretty good. Especially on the fact that she was just screaming and crying basically the entire time about the fact that how racist it is, but it's all white America's fault, and how misogynist it is, but it's all the women's fault. I swear to God. But yeah, this is sort of like it was sort of inevitable, right? Like this is gonna come from one side or the other. I feel like I felt like if this happened, it was going to happen on a much smaller scale, mind you. If Hillary Clinton did win, it'd be on a much smaller level.
I noticed too. Conservatives are trying to take the high road and like, this is democracy. Accept it, guys. We would have accepted it. Fair and square. No, you wouldn't. There would have been calls of how the election was rigged and how Trump was cheated. it would have been similar. Granted, it probably wouldn't have been riots in the streets or people
burning trash cans,
burning trash
throwing.
cans or shitting on posters and smearing it.
Oh, I
with their
saw
hands.
that.
That was so weird. I saw that happen, and I was like, I sort of just saw it because I saw that Jeff Holiday retweeted it, and so I was sort of looking at it. I was like, what is this lady doing? And then she kept on like sitting there. I was like, oh no, I know what she's doing now.
Yeah.
So I kept on scrolling. I don't wanna.
That was awful. Like just degenerate.
Yeah, what the hell?
I mean, these people are crazy. I mean, they think they're like having like mental breakdowns where they can't like accept the reality that Trump is president. And I don't even think it's really set in yet, because I think a lot of them still maintain the hope that they could possibly reverse the outcome. Like they might be able to convince the electoral college to change their votes and prevent them from getting in and stuff. But once he actually like gets inaugurated, I think people are actually going to like completely lose their shit.
Yeah,
most likely. I sincerely hope though that no one tries to assassinate Donald Trump, because that would be fucking horrendous for America, I think.
Yeah, that's the real reason. Like honestly, Pence is more of an asset than he is a letdown. He's one of the best bodyguards that Trump has.
Yeah.
At his current time. But yeah, we just need to hope, because Pence I'm not okay with as president. Pence I'm absolutely not okay with. And I'm sure that a lot of people, like sane people, are not okay with Pence. Even like Christians are not okay with Pence. Like he's okay for a vice president, but yeah, not president. Please God. Especially not under a House and Senate that are both Republican.
Yeah. I mean, I have no idea what Pence's ambitions are as vice president. Like, I don't know what he's planning to influence, or what his goals are. What he's going to try and. I mean, in the beginning stages, the vice president is really just really pretty much an extended campaign of the actual president. He's going to be out there just giving speeches, talking about a few things here and there, making recommendations. Nothing in terms of actual policy, more so in terms of like appointing cabinet members and things like that. But I know Pence, given this level of power, I know he has something up his sleeve that he's going to try to push some far right conservative agenda, likely religious affiliated.
Yeah, which is like just as bad as anything that the left would have pushed, because it seems like we're so ridiculously polarized, and that's sort of the reason that led up to this, is the fact that it's so polarized that you're either stuck with ridiculous progressive like BS, or you're stuck with ridiculous far right like religious BS.
Yeah.
Of that, like it's either going to be like the equivalent to the transgender bathroom laws, or like gay shock therapy, right? That there was a name that they gave it, gay conversion therapy.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna do the gay exorcism as well. Yeah. That can be part of it.
Yeah, out of him, devil. Beating him with a cross.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you electrocute them to a point, I guess they won't be gay anymore. They won't. They probably won't have any sexual orientation at that point. But
yeah, probably just shock the sperm out of them, man.
Yeah, like half brain dead.
Yeah.
At least they're not gay.
People are okay. The one thing that people are pointing out though, like at the moment, we're just in the flux of now we're having everybody break their promises. It seems, and it's more so now than it was especially with the Obama election, of that it was ridiculous when we saw like all these different big name celebrities and even other politicians threaten to leave the country to hitchhike out of here. but now we're having in a full reverse of that. Even in like the politicians, even in our current president-elect, we're seeing just flip-flops on everything. That we're not moving to Canada. And no, I'm not actually this far right. No, none of this policy. And now we have like Hillary Clinton calling back on some of her things, and even the media now jumping back and realizing, oh shit, we're gonna have to be nice now. We're gonna have to stop cheerleading Hillary, because now she's no longer she doesn't even have a chance now.
Yeah, that's
over.
That's because the media pushed it so far that almost no one expected Trump to win.
Yeah.
So, and of course, if you are 100% sure that it's not going to happen, then it's easy to say, well, if he wins, I'm moving to Canada or Mexico or Spain or whatever they said they were going.
Yeah. And why wouldn't you want to go to Mexico? I mean, like, come on, man.
But you'd be on the right side of the wall, according to them.
Exactly. Like, how racist are you, man? Like, you want to go up north with all the like white people? Come on, man, just go south. What's so wrong about there?
Well, there are the Inuits, of course.
And I think they assume that Canada will be brown soon enough. So.
Yeah, and I guess that sort of does have a word of truth in it.
Oh no! Now I get it. Now I get it. They're trying to convert you guys. That's why.
Yeah. They're trying to, they're trying to get us to come down there so they can actually fix the vote.
Yep.
Because it's her turn. It's her turn now. And Canada knows it too. So they're gonna make it so that Canada and the U.S. are gonna form again together, and then we're all gonna vote for Hillary.
That would be incredible if Trudeau surrendered Canada to Hillary.
Honestly, he's so big of a cuck, I wouldn't doubt it.
Oh, how dare you go against a woman's word? Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Here's Canada on a silver platter.
Like, but the thing is, like, he's so much more of a cuck to Muslims than he is to women. Because you heard about the thing of that he came under fire for attending a meeting in a mosque and speaking there, and he brought three female members of parliament along with them, but they had to go through the back door with their head covered and up onto the top balcony and couldn't talk at all.
What's the point then?
Yeah, so there's a lot of there's a lot of backlash on that one. But there was a lot of backlash only from like right-wing people though, and then everybody else was sort of being like, I'm not going to comment on this.
Yeah, I don't want to seem racist.
I don't want to seem racist, but it's also sexist. Oh no! They brought up with that one confliction that almost never happens.
Yeah, what am I gonna choose? Which is worse? No, I'd rather be sexist than racist. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to be called anything, so I'm just not going to comment so that I can seem centrist and cool and edgy.
But I did actually see another meme. No, it wasn't a meme. It was a tweet from someone on the left. And this is like a pilot going into the speakers and saying, well, I have no flight experience. I don't know anything about planes, but I'm going to steer this one, and you don't need to buckle up for it. That's what they said about Trump being going to be the president.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, there are other people in the government, not just the president.
Yeah.
There are the advisors and generals and the Senate and stuff like that to help him out.
And I saw one post that was pretty fantastic of the best way to understand this, honestly, is the fact that Trump now is in charge, and America's our plane, but the fact that you want to kill the pilot, the current pilot of it, is going to crash the plane along with the rest of us. Please consider that. But yeah, honestly, and also like I did a video I'm currently editing of going through the hashtag not my president thing.
Yeah.
Oh God, that one's hilarious. It's probably one of my favorite pastimes at the moment.
Yeah. Is it still going?
Yeah, it's still going. It's still going. As long as the riots and protests are gonna go, that one's gonna still be going. But
yeah, I'm not doing a video on the presidential election. I
was
don't really
originally
care that
not
much.
going to. It was I just felt the need to look at the funny parts, the memes that I can point out.
Yeah, well, I was just tired of the election in general because it's been what everyone's been talking about for months now, and I'm sick of it.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm so happy.
One video that I have to put out on it, but after that, I'm hoping that I can just put it freaking behind me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where most people are. It's just been so it's been so emotionally exhausting. Like I don't know if anybody else had that feeling of like after Trump won, just that like still a sinking feeling in their heart, like it's over.
Yeah,
it's done. It happened. Like I don't know. It's like whenever you see that like that traditional scene in movies where like there's that guy who has to like kill somebody, but you have like an emotional attachment, but you know it's right to kill the person, and then they just finally do it, and you're like, I feel so empty now. Like just I feel like I shouldn't be happy or shouldn't be sad, and I don't know what to feel right now. That was was my feeling. Because
I think a lot of people had that feeling. I mean, like most like major media outlets and not mainstream, but whatever the fuck alternative media outlets, like the content producers for them, like just especially on the left, they just like crashed. They were just they had nothing to put out. Like I think content was so dry for like the New York Times and TYT, and like after Trump won, people were just like in shock. And I think after shock came depression, and after the depression, now we're in the denial stage. People think that they still have a chance.
oh yeah,
And
they're going
along
through the
with the
stages
anger,
of grief. Honestly,
along with anger now.
yeah. And I was sort of like recounting that as well, because I actually spent my the day of the election getting drunk and sitting in the r/the Donald Discord chat with about 40 different people because those guys are hilarious. Not necessarily that I hang out in the r/the Donald, but the Discord is hilarious. But yeah, I was hanging out in there, and when that happened, everybody in there was like, it was just cheering and like throwing a fit. We couldn't believe it. It was so far to a point of like we were bargaining with ourselves, like, yeah, he can still do it. He can still do it. We can try. I believe. And then when he actually did it, we were like, wait, did he actually do it? Like, I don't think he did it, guys. Like, did he actually just win the election despite like all the odds that were against him? But and then I also had I had like I had 4 different tabs open. I had the TYT stream. I had
that was hilarious.
Hillary's stream. I had Twitter, and then I had I had the Hillary like HQ stream. I had TYT. I had the Alex Jones show. Like they were live, and I had Twitter open. Oh yeah. At the same time that Cenk and Anna were like basically, they looked like they wanted to cry. They were absolutely completely depressed.
Yeah.
Alex Jones is getting poured a glass of champagne, and it just made for probably one of the greatest screenshots like that I've ever seen. Because it happened like at the exact same time that you see just Cenk absolutely defeated. He's like a slaughtered buffalo.
Yep.
But yeah. And now we're just going through the anger stage of this.
Yeah, we also I talked to some people just before the election ended, and they said, "Oh, thank God, it's finally over." And I was, "No, it's not over yet.
No,
not for months, unfortunately. I think."
And on that, do you like how long do you think this is gonna be though? How long do you think that this tirade's going to last?
I think it's going to last for quite a bit, actually.
Oh, like can you give me like a sort of I guess your own little rough estimate of a timeline for it?
I mean, I know it's going to last up until his inauguration, which is what, February?
I believe
70 something days, wasn't it?
Let me Google it. Yeah. Oh, January 20th. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, at least until then. After that, probably about, I'd say, 3 weeks strong post, maybe more, depending on how that situation evolves. And from there, pretty inconsistently, I think most of it's going to die down. But the media is not going to let it go because I mean, this is everything that they're against. So the media
This is all they can report on. This is all they have reported on.
Yeah, I mean, this is like the media put all their eggs in Clinton. They put every single resource in trying to guarantee a Clinton presidency, and they failed. And now, I mean, I just saw the other day CNN was using a fake protester to give an interview at the Trump protest.
Oh, that was one of their cameramen, right?
Yeah, and Don Lemon just like,
God.
yeah, I actually know that guy.
I remember seeing that. Oh, that was so great.
It's crazy.
Need any further proof that the media is corrupt?
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, and you still have people like trusting them.
It's crazy. You know, the alternative media still is going to go crazy. I mean, like TYT. I can't imagine, what they're going to be talking about after that.
Yeah, well, like especially with like Anna's like absolute tirade that she went on.
The thing is, there is a narrative that's being played right now that that's really frustrating to me, and that's the one I'm doing my video on. That I think a lot of people who back Hillary are trying to kind of cover their asses and trying to like distance themselves from that, trying to make it seem like they were, fully principled throughout the whole thing, and they never wanted her in the first place. The type who are saying things like, DNC sucked because we should have had Bernie. They should have never put Hillary in the first place. And we this is what the DNC gets and the Democrats get for putting in such a corrupt shit. And I'm like, just last week you were saying we either vote for Hillary or support a bigot. You were just saying if you don't support Hillary, you're condoning sexism and misogyny and Islamophobia. And you're consenting to the destruction of America. And now you're coming back saying now that she's lost conveniently that, oh yeah, Hillary sucked. We were the ones saying she sucked from the beginning.
Don't blame me. I voted Bernie.
Yeah, I was a Bernie bro.
Yeah, you were Bernie bro until Bernie endorsed Hillary. Then you just fell in line.
Yep.
Yeah, basically. And it's always gonna be that, like, because everybody. The only thing that's I see this as with progressives is that they want to be on the side of the people who are right, and usually the people that are right are the ones that win. Mm-hmm. So, and at the moment we've sort of just split off, and it's kind of interesting because people have gone their own route. They've either gone the route of like what BLM does, which is just taking to the streets to try and prove that they're right. Through violence and like just crying basically, or they're going the route of joining the winning team. So, yeah. and I've seen that from both of them, and certainly I'm much happier with people just saying, oh no, I was with Bernie, and like I sort of just dealing with them because they're annoying. It's much better to deal with that than these like overgrown children going to the streets and burning things.
Yeah, I would agree.
So
there's also been a lot of posts from people saying, "Oh, this Muslim woman was attacked, and this Mexican was attacked," and they all came out false.
Oh yeah, with the one where it's like, oh yeah, my Muslim cousin was on the bus, and it was like my Muslim cousin, just 24 hours after the election happened, my Muslim cousin was on the bus and then had a knife pulled on her by a Trump supporter, and then left the hashtag of the university campus it was on. To which the university security department responded to her tweet, saying like, this is awful, can we get you any help? And then just 2 minutes later sends them a message again, saying this was never reported to any of the campus officials. Please make sure that you this wasn't referred to the campus officials or the police at all, nor is there any video evidence of this from any of our buses, and they just canned the project entirely.
Yeah.
Shut it down completely.
Extremely frustrating to me, seeing that. And also, I saw the video of the high school girl getting punched in the face because she voted Trump. That disturbed me greatly. And it wasn't even she didn't even vote. It was for a mock vote in school.
Yeah.
And that's what you get when the biased media spins their stupid narrative that if you vote for Trump, you're a sexist, racist, misogynist, xenophobe.
Yeah, whatever you can find in the book.
Yeah, pretty much any name you can attribute as an enemy to humanity.
Yeah.
Like the worst type of human being ever.
Yeah, and that's what you're gonna get then. You're gonna get people like, oh, you're all of this, I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face.
Yeah. And now we're having, because one thing that I've found now is the fact that we have proof, like video proof of a person yelling, "Oh, you're he's a Trump supporter," and then hitting them. And meanwhile, we're having these pictures of these batter up people, and then a long paragraph of why Trump supporters are awful.
Yeah.
Like they provide no substantial evidence, yet the ones that are eaten up are the ones that have no substantial proof to it because they support their narrative. Like if it really was unbiased, you would have gone with the Philip DeFranco route. I know that he did a thing on that, talking about that there are attacks from both sides, or things pointing out that there might be attacks from both sides. And then this is the epidemic that we're faced with, is the fact that we are so polarized to the point that we're attacking each other. That is the problem, not that, oh, Donald Trump supporters are attacking people, or oh, Hillary Clinton supporters are attacking people. No, it's the fact that it came to this point.
Yeah.
And I'm now scrolling through the hashtag not my president thing, by the way. I'm just looking at it. They just now they're shutting down the Miami Causeway, MacArthur Causeway. And there's a video of the entire place just backed up, at least 100 cars back. At least shutting off all.
Didn't learn anything.
Yeah.
Blocking traffic is why Trump got elected.
Yeah, one of the reasons anyway.
Yeah. They're not learning from their mistakes there.
Yeah. If you guys want, just check out the Not My President protest. It's on hashtag Not My President. It has all of it. It's currently live. Thank God. Also, there's a news thing that's putting out all the different things that are happening at what time, and a list. It's a full list of all the things that have happened and what's got shut down because of the hashtag Not My President thing. Apparently at 8 p.m. Saturday at the White House through to 12 a.m. The Washington D.C. the White House got shut down. Like the outside of it, the entire street had to get completely guarded, like twofold, which is just so fucking sad.
This is what I don't get. That they don't understand that normal people who aren't on either side, maybe, and possibly even on the left, interrupt their daily life and they'll get pissed. Yeah. Which is why I don't get why they're blocking traffic and laying down on the tarmac of airports and stuff like that, because it'll just piss people off. That's not the best way to protest if you want to get people on your side.
Yeah, exactly. And it's the thing is, this is what I'm so pissed off about, is the fact that the thing that is gonna secure you the presidency is being on the side of the middle class, of the average man, right? Because that is the majority of people.
Yep.
The majority of our population isn't impoverished. The majority of our population isn't extremely rich either. It's just a middle class person. And what is that middle class person trying to do? Do their everyday things. And when they see people like going out of their way to stop people from doing those everyday things, they're gonna go with the side that is for them, that is against those everyday things. Even if that person happens to be like a big old like orange Cheeto who's fucking running for president, even though his only real experience is working on The Apprentice, right? It's just a matter of the fact that you've pissed off these people to the point, like you've tried everything. It's as if you had to keep on going now, to keep on pushing. Like, it's a constant thing. Like I'm sure as soon as you release those tapes of the Trump tapes or whatever, and then you just cut it there, you just canned it, and just stop reporting even for the last little bit of that, I think that Hillary would have won. I honestly think that, because but they had to keep on pushing and keep on going and keep on prodding, and keep on like trying to convert these like this small amount while just pissing off everybody else to the point that no, they're just gonna go out and vote fucking Trump.
Yeah, I also saw one news article that said, did the FBI cause Hillary to lose? And I was like, no, they should have done their job earlier, perhaps. And she was the one that was in the wrong. Well, at least to me. So she did that to herself.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I'm reading the chat now. I just realized that there's a live chat. I completely forgot about that. I'm gonna start reading some of the things in here. I don't trust the media. 20 minutes later. Oh, but this story is true. It's not a protest. It's nothing but a temper tantrum, pretty much. Let's see what else there is. Confirmation bias is strong. All right, I'm going to start actually like monitoring the chat here, because I seem to be bad about that. Thank you. Thanks for ignoring us. Appreciate it. But
sorry, guys.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm trying to cover as many things on the president election, just so that we can get it all behind us. Just everything. I won't even need to make this video, but I still will. Let's see what else we got. So yeah, there's all these people talking about like the tiny, what was it? I can't even remember where it was. It was in one of the southern states. About people, like when they started talking about like, oh, there was no riot or no protest for Obama. Now people are coming back and saying, no, there was a protest against Obama. It was like filled with white nationalists, white supremacist retards and stuff like that. And when they started like pointing that out, it was so confined to only just like a few states, though, and it was so small scale, such a minority of people, that it was almost like you could just wave it off. That's why you hardly heard anything about it. Meanwhile, when we have these ones, they're straight up burning, looting, and like breaking entire like neighborhoods now. It's actually having a like effect on this. So, and it just like, oh god, I can't even stand up to that stupid argument of no, it happened, like this happened as well with Obama. So
yeah, no, it didn't. There were quite possibly a few people that were upset and angry, but it was at least not at this scale.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say it was in comparison.
Oh god, is this real? Oh no. What? Oh no. Okay, CNN politics. I just got this sent to me. Oh boy. Okay. Feds believe Russians hacked Florida's election system vendors. Feds believe Russians hacked. I thought this is over. I sincerely thought this is over. God, fuck. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna ignore this one. I'm sorry. Thank you to the person that sent it. I'm not gonna name your name. Thank you to the person who sent this.
You fucked up everything.
Yeah. Thank you, but God, you're stupid. Like you've officially taken your scapegoat and just thrown him on a cross already. Should I join the stream or is it okay? You can join the stream if you want, DK. Honestly, like you feel free to. But actually, on that note, I'm going to move on to the second subject here, with Tyler Preston having his channel shut down. I'm like this is completely unrelated. I was looking for a good segue, but you know what? I'm going to make my own segue. So have you worked in the past like a bit with Tyler?
I've done one collab video with him in the past. Outside of that,
is that outside of the video of Black's questions for first JWs?
No, that would be it.
Okay. And outside of that, not really much.
Outside of that, I've done a video response to him before. But that would be it.
All right. And yeah, the people in the chat are just reacting like, and wait, Tyler got his channel shut down. So I'll leave you to fill us in on that one because I'm completely like out of it. I have no idea if you know much more about that.
Yeah. So about I would say about two. I don't know how long ago it was. I think maybe like 3 weeks or something. Tyler got his primary channel shut down, which had I think around 40-something thousand subs. And he said he got it shut down because he just got some DMCA filings against his videos for copyright, and he got 3 consecutively, like immediately, and like they just shut his channel down. So he didn't have time to appeal it or review it or anything like that. He just got the strikes 1, 2, 3, and they shut his channel down. Like,
wow. And
yeah.
Was it all from the same company?
I believe so. I believe it was all from the same. Well, I don't know. You know, he said that I don't think he gave too many details on exactly who the claims were from, or maybe I just didn't ask and I just don't know. But I believe it was just possibly a random like mass flagging campaign by just people, and they
just people that were just pissed off.
Yeah,
YouTube
I guess
heroes.
they just flagged his videos.
Yeah, YouTube hero. But and it's honestly like that's one of the things that I've seen in the past though. Like I've had a lot of friends who have had their not only just their videos but like their entire channels deleted. I know I saw one that's been popping up. JT mirrored his video. Sith. I don't know if you saw the video. I don't know the guy's name. Was it like something sushi? Something tuna?
Okay, no, I didn't see that.
I'll check it out. But this guy had his 8 years of Twitter and YouTube completely flushed down the drain because they finally just, again, like you said, just 1, 2, 3, and it was gone. But everything was basically taken out, and the guy made a video that he just announced that he voted for Trump, and now he feels just completely done, and that was like his last video. So I don't know
does this come out today?
Oh yeah, it just came out today.
Yeah. Okay, then I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, that was super sad.
But yeah, I don't get this YouTube flagging thing. I don't think they should remove channels and stuff until they have been thoroughly researched and see if it's actually an authentic flag and shit.
Yeah, I feel like each strike should be given more time, because that is an actual legal like push, right? It is a legal offense if you flag somebody like without a reason. But there's no repercussion, it seems. Even if one is denied, the person suffers no repercussion. So, like I could easily go onto a random person's, like if I wanted to, I could go onto a small YouTube channel and just put on a DMCA, like or just a takedown notice under the name of like a larger corporation, take it down immediately. And that is scary. That is a scary power to give to just random people, especially online.
Yeah, definitely.
It is. And that's why, going forward, I'm trying to try and make my content feature solely my own content. I'm trying to, if I'm responding to a video, I'm trying to just respond to the points itself, not necessarily in the playback format where you play their part and jump cut back to you and then back to them. Just because it's a little too risky, I think, because people are abusing this system at the moment, and there aren't really any precautions in place. So until they actually get those precautions in place, I just think it's smart to just avoid it if possible.
Yeah. And one thing I feel we need more channels, like larger channels, to start like stepping up. Like I saw with H3H3 and Philip DeFranco, both of them have been in the case of Lacey Green and
Roaming Millennium.
When Lacey Green just took down Millennial's video just randomly because she was pissed off at it. When that happened, we saw that now she's at what, like 400,000 subs? What was it, like 40,000 or 400,000?
I don't know, but she gained a lot of subs.
She did. She spiked. Yeah, I look up Millennial, and she's the first one to come up, and she only has like 17 videos.
Yeah, 82,000, no, almost 83,000 subs now.
Yeah. So like the fact that we need to have we need to have other channels, larger channels, pointing it out, and like just saying this is what happened and I'm pissed off about it, and go and like support this person, and then that person only gets larger from it. So honestly, like just these DMCAs should be more of a positive thing. And just take away the scariness of them, I guess, if we're really going to do something about it.
Lacey's kind of on a rampage right now with hers. I mean, she has a DMCA on one of my videos I did on her. I just haven't appealed it yet. It's like a 2-year-old dead video with like 11,000 views. But yeah, she's pretty salty. I think it's going to grow too. Now that Trump's winning, everyone's taking the piss out of her nonsensical hysteria.
Dude, no one likes her though. That's honestly I've never met a person who says that she is a voice of reason or that she is a good human being. Period.
Oh yeah, I mean, at least nobody that's over the age of like 13.
Yeah, exactly. or who runs multiple Tumblr blogs, right?
Andy Worski did, though, said that she used to be.
Oh, that she used to be a voice of reason?
He did a lot of... Well, maybe that was when he was more aggressive himself, I guess. He did do some videos with her when they were younger.
Oh, really? That's interesting. Yeah, no, I actually never knew that. I know that Andy Worski is going to be possibly joining us on another stream. DK, that's still correct. That's still going on. Is he in the chat? he's supposed to be in the call, but I guess maybe not.
Maybe he went to get a drink or something.
Yeah. He was set to do like something like that. But I guess I'll have to ask him about that, and I'll have to do my research because I only got put onto Andy Worski like recently. Y'all can't hear you. No, we can't hear you, man. Let me check. Try and unmute yourself. Am I able to unmute you? I don't think I am. Oops.
Unmuted now.
There we go.
But no sound.
All right.
Refresh, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, that's all I can recommend, man. Just exit out of the call, re-enter. Lacy Boobs, says Baffa. I mean Lacey Green. Lacey, a voice of reason? Nah, she's just a raging woman who's into that kinky shit.
And has STDs.
Yeah, probably.
No, she said she does.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, on one of her videos, yeah.
What the hell?
Well, at least one. I'm not sure which. Was
that one of those shout your status thing?
No, it was. I think it was a video on herpes or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Jesus. Yeah. Why would you present that to the world though? Like, is that something that you're proud of?
Well, that is the new thing, isn't it? With the shout your status crap, all the STDs. Oh, this is part of my oppression now, I guess.
The fact that I'm like diseased.
Yeah.
Like, and does that add more oppression points to me? Like, if it's like, hey, look, guys, you got AIDS.
Yeah, because it's an act of sexual liberation. If you refuse to have sex with someone that has STDs, you're perpetuating, cis normative.
What the fuck? No.
Hold on. ThatGuyT.
Is that actually an argument?
Is that a thing?
That sounds like a straw man.
It's a little bit of a straw man, but I have seen some people make the argument. It was the shout your status thing, where they were making the argument of trying to normalize STDs.
I also saw a news article about a guy who was upset that no one would sleep with him because he had AIDS. And yeah, so I think it's a thing, but it's not that big of a thing, thankfully. Otherwise, we'd have other names too now as well, along with everything else we have.
God, honestly, that entire thing though with Lacey Green was, Lacey Green and just in general, I feel like you can just lump in her, Anita Sarkeesian, like Amy Schumer. You can just sort of lump Francesca Ramsey. You can just lump them all in. Of the why are they even at this level of popularity? Because it seems I've never met a person who agrees with Francesca or with Lacey or with Anita Sarkeesian. Even feminists hate Anita Sarkeesian.
Well, you're hanging out with the wrong crowd, man.
Honestly, I feel like I hang out with the most cringy and most like stupid of all the feminists, but whenever I bring up like one of those three, they all just deny me outright. They just like no, we don't talk about them. They don't represent us.
No, I can get Anita Sarkeesian at least. I still can't believe so many people donated that much money to her. Yeah.
For her second season of a thing that she didn't finish the first season of.
Yeah.
Like, why do you need more money? Like, are you just spending it all on, like, blackjack and blowing fucking Macintosh?
Hold on, Left. I didn't hear about this. Like, what happened?
Anita?
Oh, okay, I see.
Anita Sarkeesian, yeah, the chick who just yells about how women in video games have better racks than her.
But hey, that guy T, what's good, bro?
Nothing too much.
Yeah.
It's funny too because recently, at least in her latest video, she said that a Trump win, proves her point that we have a culture of misogyny and sexism against women.
The thing is though that she actually, I think she actually wanted Trump to win because that means more oppression points, which means that people would donate more money to her.
Yeah. It keeps the lights on at Fem Frequency HQ.
Well, I guess that's sort of the same thing over here, though. Like if with like larger channels, I know that Chris and Sargon were mentioning the fact that as long as we have something to talk about, especially with this, if Hillary gets in, imagine the amount of money that we're gonna make because of that. Because there's gonna be so many pissed off people with once they start putting in like annoying shit into power. Then we can finally start having like large video discussions on that and whatever, and we can really like gain that ad revenue money on the 10-minute plus videos of us just like fucking ranting and stuff like that. But now that we're into like a Republican majority, thank God it's not a majority in the Senate, like, or the what's it called? There's a special term for it. I know if once it has like 60, is it 60 members, Senate, and you're able to like instantly veto something out.
I know there's a number, but I don't know the exact number.
Yeah, and then you're able to like just instantly veto something out. But thank God it's not that. But now that we have something like that, it's finally going to go back to the normal, like just atheism, I guess. Is that what we're sort of going to go back to here?
I don't know. I think there will still be a lot of people pushing this narrative, even though Trump is in the White House. I do think there will be possibly a small shift towards religion, other than anti-feminism and anti-SJW, possibly.
Yeah. But even now, I don't think there's going to be any shortage of content anytime soon. Because I mean, people are like their arguments are getting worse. It's crazy.
It's because they're trying to cling on to anything new. They're trying to make a new argument once theirs gets refuted. So to stay relevant, they have to sort of squander whatever they can.
Well, we still have the wage gap, don't we?
Yeah,
How many
man.
times have that one been refuted?
We still have the wage gap, guys. Don't worry, we have something to cling on to. The tangerine is president. We should rename it the Orange House.
I didn't know he was still working for CNN before Lewandowski resigned.
Oh, wait, who what?
Corey Lewandowski resigned from CNN.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And apparently, Bernie Sanders came out and stated that he will vigorously oppose Trump appeals to racism, sexism, or other discriminatory measures.
I think I also saw something from Bernie, and it was something like, I don't believe that the majority of the people who voted for Trump are racist, misogynist, xenophobic, and so forth. Which was a good statement, although it could be just for him to try to pander to the voters, I guess.
Yeah.
Although I don't think he will be fit for fight in 4 years to try and run for president.
Yeah, and on top of that, we're coming back around to the president thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm fine with this. This is fine.
I'm not.
Okay, who do you actually think is going to be? Because I know that Fenian mentioned that like we don't know who's going to be the president, like the nominee, or who's going to be running, who's going to be a candidate for the next election. But who is going to come in from the like completely destroyed liberal side? now that like almost no one trusts them. Like so with what they did with Bernie, I doubt that he would be running with them. Who else can take his place?
I don't know. I don't know if this person was a Democrat or a Republican, but there was one woman who was just elected senator, and someone tweeted, "This could be the first female president already." But
yeah.
Well, all you need to do is just start killing Trump, the vice president, and then all the other senators, and then you have a chance.
I made the comment. I'm curious because I know there's definitely going to be threats against Trump's life, and there may even be assassination attempts. Mm-hmm. I'm just wondering how much of his presidency he's going to spend in the bunker.
Huh. I honestly wonder that too. Like, how long do you think that he's going to be making announcements as openly as President Obama did? Like, I don't think he's going to be making very many press conferences outside of the safety of his own meeting room.
Or Twitter.
Or on Twitter.
yeah. Twitter is pretty safe unless you count words as dangerous. Of course.
Yeah. Other things. Do you think that Trump's Twitter is going to get less memey?
I don't know. There's gonna be a bunch of fucking like social pressure, like for him to like constantly like be transparent with what he's doing. So it might stay as memey as it is now.
I can't wait until the @POTUS Twitter handle gets handed over to Trump.
His personal Twitter actually has more followers than the POTUS handle.
Yeah, which is hilarious because like other people around the world are following him because he's just a big old meme.
Yeah, for real though. But left to confirm Andy Worski is supposed to come on next week, I suppose.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
I'll have to do my research then into his past life.
Yeah, do that with Lacey.
Yeah, with Lacey.
I do want to ask T, how does he feel about Andy Worski versus AIU? If you can speak on that.
I didn't see that video yet, so I'm not aware of the situation going on. That's in my queue that I have to get to.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
All I know is it's probably like an AIU coming out like, all right, boys, his real name is Andy Worski, and then like just everything exploded. Here's his face. Yeah, it feels like that's his only. Oh God, it feels like that's his only ammunition.
His name is Andy Newquist.
Hey, speaking of that, Vadim is coming on tomorrow too, so that's pretty spot on.
Fun.
But
cool.
By the way, T, like, what do you feel about like the beef in this skeptic quote unquote community? Like, do you support like the back and forth of like?
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I'm not sure if there's necessarily a whole lot of beef going on right now, but I think people are, now the feminism thing is dying down, I think people are starting to realize that they have a lot less in common than they thought, and they're starting to voice those disagreements. And I think that a lot of people, particularly subscribers of these guys, aren't really ready for that. So they're thinking like, oh snap, everybody's fighting each other, the community's breaking down and things like that, so.
Right. Like, well, what do you think Thunderfoot's and Richard Dawkins' endorsement of Hillary is going to affect like their fan base or anything like that? Like, a lot of people have been giving Thunderfoot heat for going at Trump.
Well, yeah, I mean, Thunderfoot gets heat anytime he talks about political issues that don't involve feminism. I mean, it was the same thing with his Brexit stance. I mean, he's not very, well, in my personal opinion, he's not very good when it comes to discussing political matters outside of average SJW stuff. I think that's his key market. That and sciencey videos.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people going really at Thunderfoot for that, saying they were going to unsub because they didn't like one of his opinions. And to me, that's very lazy. I mean, it doesn't negate all his other ideas and thoughts. And the same with Shu and Skeptic for saying that, oh, well, the Ghostbusters movie wasn't really that bad. People went apeshit over that as well.
Yeah. And it's funny because I would never unsub from Thunderfoot due to reasons like because I disagree with one of his opinions. I did have to unsub the bitches though, just because I really don't give a shit about what Anita Sarkeesian is doing. I can't watch videos against her anymore like that, except recently this latest one because that was just too good.
It's like beating a dead horse. Honestly, it feels honestly, when you watch it now, even to people who are completely new to this, can watch the video, and unless they're an absolute completely, they are Anita Sarkeesian, they will watch it and build up their own refutals to the claims that she makes. It's just human nature.
It's not even beating a dead horse at this point. It's beating the puddle of a dead horse.
The horse is dying on its own. Leave it be. It is honestly, it's just sad that you're doing this now.
You can only call something stupid so many times before it's like we get the point. We get it.
Yeah, like the fact that she's still making videos, you're not helping it. If you're sending your big fan base over there, you're just paying for her to make a season 3. Please don't do that.
We have another horse to kick soon though with Macintosh.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's up with Macintosh?
Oh, he's doing his what was it? How to be masculine kind of thing.
Oh yeah. The beta cucks version of being alpha.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
So he's gonna do a series on his own. And since I think he's writing most of Anita's stuff, it's gonna be basically the same shit.
Yeah. It's gonna be the same shit, but it's gonna be like why masculinity is bad 101. Step 1, just deflate all your muscle. Just deflate it all.
Crawl on the floor.
Yeah, crawl on the floor. You can wear slippers on your knees. That's allowed. Honestly, with Macintosh though, wasn't it called proper masculinity or something stupid like that?
It was something with masculinity. I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was a toxic masculinity. He was going to talk about that.
Yeah.
I don't really remember right now, but.
Yeah. The thing is though, again, it's the same with there's a reason why I and a lot of others don't react to the low-hanging fruit like that. And very rarely will I actually go to a Francesca Ramsey video, to an Anita Sarkeesian video, or to a Lacey Green video, and actually react to it, because I feel like it's just way too easy. I feel like I want to be challenged at least. It's like playing a video game it's like watching someone else play a video game for you. You don't get the same attraction from it.
Oh, the chat is upset with you, LRM. You're ignoring them again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was completely. Okay. Read the chat. ThatGuyT. Read the chat, my nigga. Some now would be over 7. Okay, here. All right. Yeah, I'll start paying attention right here, right now. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna leave this on one big screen. AIU is a nut job. They fact checked. And it was not wrong. It was not acid wash. It was bleach it. That's right. They I remember that. When they fact checked it, it's like a fact check. It wasn't acid wash. They used this special. They didn't deny it outright. That no, they didn't do it. No, it was a completely separate way. Bleach bit. That's right. So how to be alpha? Stand up for Anita. I do respect Dems who speak out against the riots and call for unity. I do too. Honestly, like I said before, we've had a split now of the people who are going on to the side of like, all right, guys, good run, like shake it out. I'm gonna hold you guys accountable though, and we're gonna hold the president accountable. And if there's something that's bad that's happening, then I'm gonna start speaking up about it. But now we're having just the people who aren't even waiting for that. They're just going straight to the streets to burn and loot shit. And you said to check my Skype here, DK. So T.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to place like one video that you think just blew up your channel, though, what would it be?
It'd either be my Black Lives Matter one, or my my transgender, my beef with the transgender community one.
All right, like okay, with the transgender one, because that one's now with I know Fenian mentioning C16. So with that one, what were your main points in it?
It was primarily talking about how like that was like right around when I was trying to like learn about transgenderism and things like that, and I was asking questions around surrounding it and proposing arguments and counter arguments about why I don't think some things are legit or why some things don't make sense to me and things like that. And I was trying to get to a position where I could have someone make a convincing argument for me to where I could understand it. But I was met primarily with people saying, "Oh, you shouldn't question us. Just take our word for it, listen to us, or else you're a transphobe and all this other bullshit." And I just went on a rant. It was actually a response video to, I don't know, some chick who had a channel back then, some transgender chick or guy, and.
Was it perhaps was it Milo?
No, it wasn't Milo.
Thank Christ.
They had the same build though, but this one had I think she had a bit better hair. It was like more like if Milo were emo.
Not the androgynous haircut.
Yeah.
God. And like honestly, I talked with Baff, who's in the chat right now outside, and just today mentioned to me talking like yelling about trenders and just the agender haircut. Yeah, posted in the chat right now. Milo wants to make me blow. Milo makes me want to blow my brains out. Yeah. As a trans person, trans people are pussies. Yeah. Because Baff is a trans person. But like, is your argument towards the fact of like gender dysphoria, or is it more towards the like transgender type of thing?
Well, originally it was towards the who was it towards? I think originally it was towards kind of like transgender, and also mainly just the unnecessary or irrational victim complex that surrounds a lot of the trans community. This idea that, they're a persecuted minority and they have to fear every time they go outside because someone could just up and kill them, at the whim just because they're so hated in society.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the argument is that you can't tell who is trans and who isn't. It's not a way of dressing. It's a lifestyle or something. When no, I can tell when there's a transgender because it's literally a man in a skirt in front of me.
Yeah.
Like and then you're going to be a trademark trans. Yeah, like
it's put some effort into it. Like at least shave your legs or something. Like come on.
Yeah, exactly. Come on, man. Like if you're gonna go out in like full drag, and that's what it is. It's just drag. To me, it's just drag. They're going over the top and dressing in a way that they feel, I guess, comfortable in. Yeah. Which fine, whatever.
Okay, but don't try and associate that with the complete gender identity. And
but be prepared that is, since that is not the social norm. to be presented with a reaction of this is not the social norm, so I'm going to react as if it's abnormal.
Yeah, I think that's legitimate. I don't think that makes someone a transphobe just because it's like, okay, that's kind of weird. You know, I've never experienced that. I've never had experience with that. Because I mean, transgenderism makes up about less than 1% of the population. So most people probably have never had experiences with transgender people in their life.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense that when you first encounter some, or when you see them on TV or internet or something like that, you're going to have some questions. If you want to have any type of actual rational like outlook, perspective, or anything like that.
Yeah.
You can't even ask them anything, because if you misgender them or use the not the proper pronouns, they'll get fucking pissed.
Yeah.
That's not an easy way to build a sentiment around the whole idea.
Yeah, exactly. And it's today's or this month, sorry, is Trans Awareness Month, right?
Is it?
Yeah, it's an entire month. I feel like the longer you give a certain group of awareness, I feel the less people give a shit. Yeah, it just hurts me on the inside. But yeah, like here, I'll read a post that I found from another thing. It's talk about Trans Awareness Month. And just talking about the some little tips about transitioning and little things that straight people can do, to respect trans people. So unsure what to call them, ask them what their pronouns are. We appreciate what that you care enough to ask. Example: what are your pronouns? Here's the one that I was talking about before. You don't look transgender. Transgender people look like people. No shit, but it's again, if there's a guy in a mini skirt in front of me, I'm going to think that that's abnormal.
Yeah.
Scythia, I think you're setting people off in the chat. Well, yeah, we all need to cross-dress and get age haircuts to be inclusive. And like this is also pushed in psychology as well, right? The idea of androgyny is pushed really heavily, because like I'm currently studying abnormal psychology, and it's talking about like different things such as like masculinity and femininity, and how it's damaging to our society and things like that, and how androgyny is just the best of both worlds. But it's more talking on the terms of like the normal side of it, I guess. This is a if a girl is more like tomboyish, that's completely normal because everybody's sort of tomboyish in a little way. Like unless they're like they are the Barbie girl, like absolute pinnacle of femininity, break as soon as you touch them, type of girl. You're not going to have that, and that's an absolute minority as well. But when you start getting into the like physical expression of it and trying to force that upon people, like making a quota of androgyny, it's time to stop.
Bring in the clock.
Yeah, it's time to stop on that. No, I'm not going to change who I am for the sake of you of saying it's toxic.
That's one of the main problems I have with today's society. It's minorities asking the majority to change when it should be the other. Well, they don't need to change, but accept it at least. But the whole society shouldn't change because of a minority. Yeah. It doesn't work that way. It shouldn't work that way.
Baffbud says, I'll say this once and 1,000 times. So many trenders are like a transphobic caricature of the actual trans people. And that's so true. To the point that like being there's a reason why people are so hostile towards transgender, quote unquote. And that's because you're being obnoxious. Like just the trans trenders are being obnoxious, and you're bringing everybody in along with it.
Oh God, I just had the worst combination in my head right now.
Throw it out there, man.
Feminist, trans, trender, vegan.
That sounds like just a caricature.
Yeah. that would be an especially obnoxious transgender feminist vegan. I wouldn't want to meet those.
Oh God! Well, like that would be like a person that would live in California, probably attend like those out of state or out of city vegan meets where they like have sex with the earth and stuff like that.
Okay, I was just told they exist. Well, I don't want to meet them. I'm not safe. Oh crap!
They definitely exist. You're not safe.
My safe space.
We need we need our own safe space. Is that allowed? What does anybody know? Like what the qualifications for a safe space is?
You can't be a majority. Then you can't have a safe space. But you're an alien, gray alien, so that you should have your own space.
Maybe this is the safe space. You know,
this here. Yeah, but I could get banned. I could get banned from YouTube. So no, it's obviously not a safe space. Nowhere is safe, says Tom.
There's always Skype.
Yeah. Yeah. You with the NSA.
Yeah, I was just gonna say monitoring that.
Just gonna monitor that. They're gonna listen in. Actually, no. Now that Trump's in, you're gonna drain the swamp.
Oh, I don't think that involves the NSA though.
Come on now.
I wanted to join the swamp. Like
you believe that the swamp is able to be drained?
I doubt that it will be drained. Too many people involved.
I think he's dead. Oh, T.
Oh, no. Oh, you're asking me?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just silent, so I thought I'm gonna jump in now.
Save the sound.
Re-ask the question for me.
Do you think that draining the swamp is actually possible?
I don't actually. I'm not 100% sure of what that reference is supposed to mean.
I only learned this recently, actually, so I'm right up there with you. But apparently, it's that it's like the removal of corruption within the government. So like,
yeah,
it was like a part of his 100-day plan or something. Of that, like I can read off the points. I think if you just search up "drain the swamp," I bet you it's just gonna be a bunch of memes that come up if I search up "drain the swamp."
Yeah, a bunch of pictures.
Yeah, the first thing that comes up is the Know Your Meme page. Nice. Oh yeah, here we go. Thank you, CNN, for actually like. Here's what Trump means when he says "drain the swamp," even though it's not an actual, an accurate metaphor. So the it's built around the just in general corruption in the government, as well as like basically just anti-establishment. It's a good anti-establishment term, I guess, of that like breaking down the hierarchical power that was pushing against him this entire election, and like rigging the DNC, like the DNC primaries, things like that, would all be a part of it. So, do you think that is actually possible?
No, not even close.
No, do you think that like even after Trump leaves, it's going to be exactly the same with the amount of corruption that's within the government?
Probably, yeah, more or less. I mean, will Trump? Well, I don't even know, but could he expose some things? Sure. Could he get the people who want to like kind of get rid of some of the corruption in government to actually want some type of reform? Maybe he could instill that in the populace. But in terms of actually like removing it or getting rid of it, nah. Like our government's too far gone for that. And that's kind of a virtue signal at this point.
Yeah, we're too far down the rabbit hole to really get rid of any corruption.
Not necessarily any corruption, but to the point that he's referring to, like draining the swamp to make America like actually like somewhat,
clean.
Yeah, somewhat clean. No, I mean, the best metaphor I could say is, he could probably, he could probably clean the outer rim of the toilet
of the swamp. Yeah,
but it's still going to be full of shit, pretty much.
All right, yeah, and that's fair enough. And what you really care about is what's in the center.
Yeah.
Even if it has sparkly sides. And like honestly, certainly with that, we've already sort of started by getting Trump in office with quote unquote draining the swamp. In that we've successfully taken the first step towards like just sort of fighting back against a major establishment. That's why like Alex Jones was so pumped about that, was because of the fact that not only was an anti-establishment like fucking president elected, but it's one that he agrees with.
Yeah. Jones is loving this whole thing right now.
Dude, honestly, it's been so long since I've seen Alex Jones happy.
Yeah.
All I've seen is just him screaming. I feel like he deserves this at least once.
Yeah, this is something you look at him and be like, I'm happy for him, you know?
He owes it to himself. So, but yeah, and honestly, it's kind of cute. Spread the stream like Lacey Green's STDs. God, yeah, I don't think. Okay, let's face it. A lot of people are. I don't know why, but a lot of people online are saying like, oh yeah, Lacey Green's cute. I don't see it. Like she's got a massive rack, but that's all I see.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like does that make you eligible to be cute?
Well, I think in her old videos, I think I saw one of Andy Worski's where he showed one of their old videos, and well, she was a bit younger and she didn't have glasses. Those glasses do a lot. I'm not saying that she's gorgeous. I'm saying that she's okay without her glasses.
Or she's ugly with them. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I just can't take her smile.
No, that's
yeah. She has a really wide smile, and it scares me.
Are you triggered, bruh?
She has boobs. That's all you need. Shut up. You're gay. Like you're actually gay. But yes, I agree. Yes, it's true. She talks sex, so maybe that makes her cute. She sure looks better than Zoe Quinn, though. Ooh, that's true, though. That is true.
One of her videos actually was very close to trigger me, and that was her her consent video. Jesus, that was so bad.
I actually decided to opt out of that one. I've not watched an Anita video or a Lacey Green video, but you can please just sum it up for me.
Oh God, do I have to?
just give me it. Just give me it straight up.
Well, it's like she is writing a dude, and she's saying, "Is this okay?" And everything is just red. Just the thought of her writing you should be enough to trigger you, I guess. But you should watch it if you can stomach it.
Oh yeah, honestly, I can't do it justice for cringe, but you know, like I might as well go ahead and check it out.
Yeah, I can't do it justice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'll add that to my list of like a need to watch because I want to die.
Yeah.
Bath says, ooh, that one.
Yeah, that one.
God, the cringe. Lol, it was bad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody agrees with you. Jesus. But yeah, the thing is, like, again, like I said, low hanging fruit. Most of the things the points that they bring up are just, God, so cancerous.
Yeah.
Like they're not even points. They're not even like viable arguments. They're just ones that you've made up on the spot. And it seems like you're just making these for the sake of making them. Like you're just fighting for a side that you no longer even agree with. Just like, oh yeah, there you go. I guess, and then someone refutes it, like we were talking about Thunderfoot, and he's like, yeah, I feel so good about myself now that I've refuted this, basically a straw man that you made me.
Yeah, well, I don't know how often Lacey does videos. But if you do make videos every day, you need to come up with shit. So I guess that makes it easier to come up with stupid crap on the fly.
By the way, the middle ground just he laid down the line of what what makes Lacey Green so attractive? I do have a bias. I'm attracted to batshit crazy. You know what, man? You do you, and hopefully, unfortunately, you're not gonna do her, but I don't think anybody would do her except for the people with yeah, she has STDs though, like, so all the more reason not to.
Yeah, she's one of the more pretty SJWs that I've seen though, or a feminist.
Yeah, I can agree to that. Have you seen Anita without like makeup on though?
No.
Like or with like a normal amount of makeup, she looks good. Also, she's really short, which I didn't know. Yeah, like I don't know. It took me like super long to find out that like find a single full body picture of her, and it was like from something. But yeah, I remember doing it because I managed to stomach one of her videos when she did the second season of her tropes in women whatever video games thing. And I was looking for a thumbnail picture. I found out a full body picture of her. I was like, what the hell? She's like super tiny, but she's super pretty. But she wears all this like makeup on top of that.
Even though makeup is part of the patriarchy and rape culture and
yeah, that's the reason why it's part of the patriarchy. It makes you look awful.
Yeah. So is tampons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Anything that I show with my vagina other than my own fist is or my own head is a part of the patriarchy. I'd spooge on her tits. God.
No, that was
the chat's having a field day with this.
Yeah.
Women hate women more than they hate men. That's always poetic. But I love this like full like 180 we took. We went back to the presidential election and we started talking about Lacey Green's tits. But yeah, I don't know. A hashtag free, please. Fuck off. No, please. No, please.
We're not going down that road.
Okay. A couple other things. Just gonna round up things. Do you think that the push for social justice is gonna be even like more devastating now? Like once everything calms down, of course. Do you think that on college campuses will it still be as prevalent, do you think, T?
Yeah, I think it's going to be as prevalent, but I also think there's going to be a
anti-SJW.
Yeah, there's going to be a bigger push back now because I think people are going to. I mean, the right now feels re-energized, so they're going to be pushing back pretty hard against on college campuses, specifically. But also outside of that too.
Do you agree with Colt that's when he says that skeptics need to stop talking so much about SJWs, like spending 75% of their time because there's more deserving targets?
I mean, I don't know. People can talk about what they want to talk about. I wouldn't mind a shift in discussion. You know, I wouldn't mind hearing something new from some people.
Yeah.
That's not about feminism and SJWs and stuff like that. But I think Dusty also is just a little bit butthurt because
he's not getting the videos he likes.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, and because he's not really popping right now because the whole YouTube atheism thing is dead, and he's already kind of lefty, so I think just all these people going right, the thing he's just like freaking him out a little bit.
Right. Damn.
And like one thing I feel though with the argument of like like people need to stop focusing on SJWs, people need to stop focusing on feminism, things like that is so stupid because it's what else are you going to talk about? What else is there to be skeptical about that is this prevalent? Like are we going to go to flat earthers, which is such a small minority? It's just a joke.
Yeah.
Like you go to any average human being and you ask them what the earth is and they will tell you it's a globe, it is a sphere, even though like again it's not exactly whatever.
Well, at least they'll say it's round.
What about
exactly they'll say it's round, it's a round shape, and that is the common belief. Disproving the uncommon belief is not as I guess acceptable with the punching up, punching down thing. It doesn't feel as good, right? You want to have that sort of a I am right and you are extremely wrong, but for some reason you have a larger followership than me, which was what SJWs and feminism and things like that had. And the left really pushed, and so with that came even more like larger and like ever-changing monsters as well, with different topics and different arguments being brought up every day, new videos to react to. It was a gold mine, right? And like I'm about to go off and make a video on another thing as well. Like there was a video that was completely overlooked of this lady going inside of a store because she saw the guy had a sign that said "I stand with Israel."
Oh fuck!
On the front of it, and started flipping her shit. She just lost it on this guy, on this poor like Israeli guy, because she started flipping her shit, and she's like, you know that you support an ideology that kills women, and he made the argument of like, well, you know, like the other side that kills women as well. Are you for that? And then don't you dare marginalize Muslim people. The immediate jump back of that.
Hey T, I am curious to ask you about what you think about like some of my colleagues in rap. I just had Gator on or whatnot that don't really president or about politics because they don't believe that it will help or hurt them in any type of way. Like they're just going to keep touring and getting money, and regardless of who is president. Do you think that's a hurtful, outlook?
No,
politics?
I think that's actually the outlook that most people should take. I mean, the thing is, people worry about who gets in office mainly because they worry about what the president could possibly do to them. Not necessarily, in terms of taking away, like mainly in terms of social benefit. I mean, if you're independent and you're focused on just doing your own thing, going on tour, making music, things like that, presidency doesn't affect you. Now, if you're somebody like a I don't know, like let's say somebody who's doing their own thing, like with Uber or something like that, and you get somebody in like Hillary who said that she hates the sharing economy and she wants to crack down on stuff like Uber, then that you're more likely to be concerned about that. But in the hip hop industry and music, general entertainment industry, I think it's kind of silly to really be too concerned about politics and things like that.
Yeah, I will say at the BET Awards that they it got very political, and
I didn't even see it this year.
Jay-Z supporting Hillary Clinton, and he's one of my favorite artists, but I wouldn't endorse her that hard. But I guess they looked at Trump as the worst alternative. So I mean, I kind of expected it. Like hip hop, it's funny though because I know the right talks about like free speech a lot and how the left or radical left tries to limit that, but hip hop is a big proponent of like free speech because I mean, shit, I've heard lyrics about rape, like raping their cousins. I've heard some crazy shit.
Yeah.
That I've not heard really SJWs go at, because there's a lot of misogyny in like the lyrics and bitches and hoes this and like I don't hear too many people going at us for doing such things. Why do you think that is?
Primarily because I think they see it as a form of artistry, and I guess they assume that it's just entertainment, words. But I don't even know if that can be summed up because you would think they would lend the same, at least for the SJWs, they would lend the same credence to things like video games and stuff like that.
Yeah, like you would think they would say it's another patriarchy, like another way to help women internalize misogyny.
But would that make him racist though? I think that would be one of the reasons.
Yeah, I was gonna say the main argument against that is the reason why there's almost no like pushback against rap is because you're looking at the quote unquote oppressed, marginalized group versus the other oppressed, marginalized group, and you're trying to put them in like a competition of which one is more important here, right? So if you have like I've seen like some of Eminem's raps come under fire for it, but they don't even they don't even lend they don't even bat an eye at like another black entertainer.
Whoa! I can't let you go ahead and like say all that, Left. I mean, Rick Ross lost $5 million and lost his endorsement at Adidas when he rapped about putting a Molly in a female's drink. Lil Wayne said, "I beat that pussy up like Emmett Till." He came under heavy fire because he was beat pretty bad. Like about Emmett Till, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it does happen sometimes. But yeah, I see what you're saying, Left. Like there's still a lot that goes unchecked, I suppose. But yeah, Rick Ross did lose $5 million, and Adidas said fuck that. Mountain Dew dropped Lil Wayne after the beat the pussy up like Emmett Till, or
again, those are more corporate sponsorships though, because corporates they aren't a color. They're nothing. They're like as soon as you post out something, because you're supposed to take yourself professionally. You're so beyond professional, and there's not that same level of profession being professional within an art form, especially in music, because that's just an expression of yourself, right? If I'm doing art or something, if I want to go ahead and make horse porn, I'm gonna draw horse porn, all right? And if I now have lost my amount of commissions that I'm doing because I make horse porn, then that's the sacrifice of expressing myself in that way, right?
Yeah, I see that, but really, what's so funny is Rick Ross and Wayne. They've said Wayne has said it before. Like instead of beating pussy up, I beat your block up, like Emmett Till, AK-47 and spraying the whole block. Or Rick Ross have said some crazy things, but my whole thing is they didn't drop them because of the art. They dropped them because of the social pushback. There were people outside of their buildings saying, "Bro, you better drop this motherfucker, or we're not buying your stuff."
Pretty much.
Yeah. Like T, I don't know if you know, but Mountain Dew dropped Tyler the Creator, and he created a commercial. They let him have creative control over a commercial, but they put blacks in this stereotypical criminal light, and he came under fire with that. And if I'm not mistaken, Mountain Dew dropped him off of that, even though they okayed the commercial. The pushback was just so heavy because it was about it was black people getting arrested or some shit like that, and that's racist, I suppose. So
I was familiar with that one.
Yeah. So well, that's all I really have. I just wanted to know what T thought about what goes on in my industry and stuff like that.
I'm actually working on a video on the rap community.
Oh yeah?
Talking about why I think rap may have a negative influence on the black community when other forms of entertainment don't for other communities. Why I think that what factor I think may play into that.
Yeah.
Except for country in the white community, because that just pisses everybody off.
Yeah.
See, that's funny because I was about to make one about I was going to address the same topic, only I might have been maybe defending it a little bit, but that's probably because I'm naturally biased because I know these people are not. I hear their stories or whatever, but there are for instance 21 Savage. You heard of him, T?
Yeah, it's a knife.
When he and I'm guilty. I listen to his music, but he literally said when XXL asked him, "What do you make music for? Or who do you make it for?" He said, "I make music for niggas to kill other niggas too." That was exactly his words. I make music, which doesn't sound like the smartest business move, because if everybody's killing each other, then they're in jail or dead. They're not coming to your shows or some shit.
Yeah. But then again, the folks, the dudes who shoot each other ain't the ones who's buying his tickets anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's a bunch of white people. But what about T? What about the N-word though? Vince Staples once rapped about how he sells out shows, got a big white fan base, but he said he rapped something along the lines of, I'm paraphrasing, of course. I asked him where my niggas at, and basically the crowd goes crazy, but it makes him he's conflicted about it. He's conflicted about a bunch of white people saying the N word, but he's not necessarily mad or like saying fuck them, but he doesn't know how to feel about it. How do you feel about it? Is it right? Is it wrong? Is it like, bro, they're at a concert, let them say what they say, it's just a word? Like, what do you feel?
Pretty much along the lines of it's just a word. I actually made a video about my thoughts on the N word, and I mean, the thing is it's contextual. You know, I mean, it all depends on the context that it's used and the person that's using it. Like, I know some white friends where if they, I mean, it would be kind of cringy, but if they made a joke like, "Oh yeah, T my nigga," you know, I would laugh it off and be like, "Yeah, that's my nigga too." I mean,
it can be a little cringy. Like it comes off differently sometimes. It just sounds different.
I think it's the way they say it. Honestly, I feel it's just the way that we say it, just the white accent. It doesn't roll off the tongue quite as well.
Yeah, because y'all haven't been used to saying it as long as we have, I suppose.
And sometimes you're wondering.
One of the first people to start it in I mean, the nigger part, but I guess the
but you mastered it. You're the master of the craft, right?
Yeah. I guess it also depends on like if you're trying to like decide like if they're trying to be edgy or if they're trying to be cool or if they're just just trying to be like natural and that's just how they just feel that comfortable around you. You know, it's just
like the last stream I brought up BET and the chat was like nigger network. I'm like, yeah.
I mean,
the chat, that happened.
You can never depend on the chat to be anything less than absolute cancer. So that's expected.
I'm new at this, T. That's it did take me by shot, but like, yeah. Well,
yeah. Welcome to YouTube live chat.
Yeah.
yeah.
Honestly, God, it is some of the worst stuff here.
But it's also very glorious.
Oh yeah, won't lie. Some of the stuff that I've had happen recently is just like I've had the most fun streaming than I have ever like making or watching videos.
Yeah,
it's honestly hilarious because like you have so many. It's always that term of the unexpected, right? So
yeah, no doubt. Well, but T, I'm definitely glad that you decided to free up some time and come on though. That's dope.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. We gotta make sure we do this again sometime.
Hell yeah.
Good conversation.
No doubt.
Yeah,
Left.
Gotta bring on a couple more people as well with that. That'd be fun. But
yeah, because T, I heard before we wrap it up, I heard you was a part of Anarchy. Like I just found out when I had Anarchy Ball that it's a collective of people behind Anarchy Ball, and that you're one of the admins in Anarchy Ball's like stuff. Like
Facebook.
Yeah. So there's a different person that runs the Facebook. I thought when I hit him up on Twitter that I was going to get the same guy that made the YouTube videos, but that's not necessarily what it was. And it was just a huge debate. Like he was yelling, he was like, "You miserable fucking status!" Like I'm like, "Oh shit!" Like it was wild. Like have you ever been a part of any debate stream of debating your libertarian views?
Yeah, quite a few actually. I was actually in one with a admin from Anarchy Ball when he was debating Stargon, and it was about the same thing. They were fucking spurging out. I was like, shit, guys. But yeah, I've been a few streams where I've debated not only my libertarian views against other people, but also my libertarian views against other libertarians. So
yeah,
I'm kind of more chill with it though. I'm not gonna go crazy and start calling people statists and evil and shit like that. You know?
Yeah, throwing around the old buzzwords, and those are the ones that you don't often hear. So it throws you off guard, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you guys already talked about like T, like when do you think libertarians will like really get their shine, like outside of Gary Johnson? Like do you think it's coming up like the next election or the next one after that? Like when do you think people are really going to start taking that more seriously?
Man, I don't even know, because currently before the plan was that are you any guys familiar with the guy Adam Kokesh?
Was Noah.
He's a libertarian like political commentator. He did a show for a while ago, and he actually had a pretty popular YouTube channel. and he actually did a protest where he went to the Capitol and loaded a shotgun in defiance of the gun control laws there, and
Wow.
got arrested and did a few months in jail and got an ankle bracelet afterwards. But he was planning a run for 2020 as president on a libertarian ticket. But he recently news surfaced about a situation with his ex where she's come out and said that he's like he had her in like a bondage type relationship of like emotional enslavement, and like it's
Right.
super freaking cringy and awful, and it kind of like ruined any type of presidential prospects he would have. I mean, he thought this pussy grab thing with Trump was bad. That would be freaking disastrous. But I don't know when libertarians are gonna shine up. I mean, I'm not really into the whole party politics thing. I mean, I'm a small L libertarian, so I'm more interested in doing stuff through capitalistic means, like actually like trying to do educational stuff, like voluntary stuff, like how like Dave Rubin's doing with how like educating people,
Yeah. Yeah.
like trying to like pushing information out, pushing ideas out, and trying to get different people who have resourceful means like companies and people who have resources at their disposal to try and get involved with assisting and spreading those ideas and stuff like that. So that's what I'm focused on. In terms of the party and presidential runs, who knows? I mean, you can't get too much worse than Gary Johnson, but I
Right.
don't want to speak too soon.
Yeah, I get it. Now I do gotta ask this before we go, because I keep getting questions in my head. Like, if we bring, because I know some people in the industry, some celebs. I've worked with, well, Lil Wayne CEO and stuff. So let's say I brought Kanye West or Wayne on. Would you also, do you think you would do well on a pop culture rap based show? Like, do you know enough about like what, like, do you listen to hip hop? Are you engaged in the culture, or like?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
pretty much. I mean, not as much anymore. I mean, when I was in high school, I was like listening to every mixtape that's dropped ever. But now, I mean, I kind of don't have time to listen to music as frequently as I would like. So I kind of only in like when I'm like riding the car or working out or something like that.
Oh, okay, no doubt.
But yeah, I'm pretty involved with the culture. One of my buddies actually just finished up the BET One Shot.
Okay, okay, yeah, I know about that.
Yeah, he was one of the finalists, Justin Freeman.
Yeah, something that broke my heart is like the recent split between my dude Hove and Yeezy. But speaking of Yeezy, do you do you think he has a chance in 2020 if Donald Trump won? I heard they some people say the horseshoe theory is shit, but they apply it to Donald Trump and Kanye West, that they're more alike than actually different, because they're kind of
Yeah,
brash. They say crazy stuff, stuff like that.
I it would be hilarious to watch, but Kanye not getting it. He's not going to be president. Nah. I mean, and also someone also said that The Rock is actually thinking about running too. I can see him having a better
Dude,
shot
I
if
want I want The Rock. Like, can you imagine? Like, we would never lose any wars except for like the paper.
yeah.
Will Smith, said basically when Donald Trump was starting to rise, he was like, "Yo, I might have to start running because this shit is crazy." That would be interesting too, like how would seeing the world react to Will Smith, because I mean he's generally loved, but once you get into
Yeah.
that political arena, it's crazy.
It would
So
be interesting though to see like a rise in like non-political figures running for president, especially like celebrity figures. Like
yeah, because
I think that would be
people don't seem to like politicians, but like I,
yeah.
I personally think that I mean,
Hell, I would want Guy Fieri in office.
yeah, I personally think that I mean I understand like anti-establishment and no politicians, but like you might want somebody that's brushed up on their foreign policies and stuff like that. Like I think good they're still good in some sort of experience sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but also I think there are some people who like they're celebrities or something like that. They're not like deep involved in politics, but they know some stuff. Like they're aware enough to where I don't think they'll be completely ignorant if they were to get elected. I think it'll be just more of like the aspect of, hey, we actually have, because I mean we've been relying on like third party for a while to kind of like break the two-party system.
Yeah.
I think it'll be more so celebrity culture and like celebrity run things like that would break the two-party system before like actual third parties or green party or something like that would have success in it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, it would definitely be interesting.
Yeah, it'll be fun to look at. Now, what that would look like, I don't know. I don't know how Kanye's gonna do.
Kim Kardashian being the first lady.
Yeah, or Kim Kardashian being the first lady, or when it's time to negotiate with Putin.
Ooh, shit. Yeah,
exactly. We're gonna have, like, at the moment we got a Cheeto in office, like, who's just gonna be talking with Putin. I'm sure that he's probably thinking this is an absolute joke, but
yeah,
which is totally right. But
I have like a half theory in my mind that like maybe Putin doesn't necessarily like Trump as much as I guess he's put out there, as much as more so like he can maybe this may be controversial, but maybe control him or like let him like get him to do what he kind of wants to do, as opposed to Hillary Clinton would be against what he would want to do. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you guys think of that theory? Now, I don't necessarily believe it. It was just something that came in my head. Like, what if Putin doesn't necessarily like Trump, but just wants to get Trump to, he's more likely to do what he wants to do what Putin wants him to do.
I definitely don't think Putin's in love with Trump by any means, but I do think that Putin realizes that if he wants any shot of having, any type of control or say in global politics, especially in terms of like the regions that he's currently involved in, like Syria and stuff, he's gonna have to, like, Trump was his only hope, because if Hillary gets in, it's either you play by our rules or you're getting hit with sanctions, you're getting hit with no-fly zones, and if you try and combat those, you may even get hit with war. So I think it was kind of like a strategic move for Putin, where it's like, I can't. It's not in my best interest to fight against Hillary Clinton, so
yeah,
I would prefer having Trump, because at least there's a chance that I could have some sort of say in running my own government.
Last question: do you believe that they were behind the leaks? I don't know if y'all talked about that because I came in late.
Yeah, the WikiLeaks. I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure there may have been some elements of Russian involvement in getting some information. I mean, I'm sure some Russian hackers may have assisted in getting some things out. But in terms of like a global governmental conspiracy by like the like KGB or something like that, like secret Russian agencies trying to hack America, just try and secure Trump as a sleeper agent or something like that. Nah, that's kind of out there.
Yeah. Well, that's all I have, man.
Yeah, I feel like we covered pretty much everything that we could. Honestly, it was really great with talking with you, T.
Oh, no problem. I mean, I'm sure in the days to come there will be plenty more There'll be plenty more stuff that's going to come about.
Oh, hell yeah, man!
For interesting conversation. So we'll definitely gotta do this again sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. You stay up.
Definitely, man. Likewise. Thank you guys for having me on.
Yep.
Yeah. Sweet. All right, and then
nice talking to you, T.
Always.
All right, and so catch you guys later. Check out the channel that this is supposed to be on. It's there in the description. And thank you so much.
Yep. Hey, White Sith, send me your Skype, because I would like to Skype with you if that's possible.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, do you want to shill? Does anybody want to shill a little bit? Any shilling necessary?
I'm about to launch my site, weplaydk.com, and but I that's like rap content, so I wouldn't necessarily want to shill it out that crazy. But
no, you already did.
Andy Worski is coming on. CC, well, his human slave is coming on tomorrow.
Creationist cat.
Yeah. Griffiths is supposed to come on soon.
Cool.
Code of Dusty is supposed to come on soon.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, Dr. Layman is supposed to come on soon.
That's also gonna be fun.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we got some guests coming. It's just a matter of getting it scheduled, because really, a lot of people were supposed to come on this week and this weekend, but they rescheduled with me. Hopefully they
Just sort of thank God that I have some time to like have a breather in between.
Yeah, exactly. So, all right. Well, Left and Sith, I want to Skype y'all right quick, and I'll holler at y'all later.
All right, sweet.
All right. I'm gonna type my Skype in the side chat here for you.
All right.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream then. All right. Thank you guys.
Yep. Peace out.
Bye.